It's the Scotty Myers Show.
Hello there, welcome to the show this week. Hopefully you're having a great week. Of course, I'm your host, Scotty Myers, and my wife is here.
So hot. And I don't mean like me, I mean like it's so hot.
It has been everywhere. Has been insanely hot. And I'm a pro mask guy, but I definitely, like, when it's really hot, I can definitely get the complaint of, like, why am I wearing a mask? Like, yeah, a little bit.
Well, the thing about wearing a mask in the heat is what it's good for is soaking up the sweat that's dripping down your face.
Like, I just got back. I was on the road, and I was in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, my dear, I declare. What is happening?
Really, I enjoyed the city. I was bummed because as a history guy, there was a lot of history that I couldn't go see just because I was trying to be super careful. Mm-hmm. But when I was walking around downtown Charleston, I was wearing my mask, as everybody was. Kudos to Charleston for masks. I didn't see like anybody not wearing a mask. Mm-hmm. But it was like 95 with the humidity. It was over 100, and my mask was just drenched by the end of it.
I've been keeping an eye on my social media for anybody out there who has wicked mask tan lines, and I haven't seen any yet.
Most places let you not have them outside.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's a lot of people that tan easily, burn easily. I'm really shocked that none have popped up yet, but it's coming for us because it'll be mandatory soon, and as it is in a lot of places, so we have to get used to it. Yeah,
the only thing that you and I were having this discussion while I was away is obviously a cottage industry now has popped up around masks. And if you're like me, you have a little bit of this where you love kind of logoed and things that reference things that you love. Like I am always wearing comic book socks or a shirt, or there's always something comic booky on me. And now I'm like, well, now I can get comic book masks.
I know. It's a real no-brainer for people who love graphic t-shirts and anything graphic, that now, like, I can put it right on my face. Like, I can have the Joker's mouth. I can have, like, Slimer's mouth. A movie poster.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. And so when I see people complaining and I don't want to wear masks, do you realize how cool some of these masks are?
Yeah.
Like, some of these I'm going to be wearing, like, they could find a cure tomorrow, and I'd be like, no, I'm keeping this mask on.
Just wear it as a bra.
First off.
Get two masks together. My other mask is a bra. Oh, that's actually good.
That's good. You should print that.
My other mask is your mom. It's on my mouth.
The thing I like about that is A, it's hilarious, and then B, what are you saying about me?
Oh, the bra thing?
Yeah. But I realized too, my dating life would have been way better if we were in the mask society.
Because you hate kissing?
No, just cover up this mug. I look a whole lot more attractive.
Doesn't cover the chin. You know what? I haven't worn pants in like 2 months. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what day it is. It's hot. I gotta change my underwear like 4 times a day. I'm sorry. I'm delirious.
It's true. She does. But the masks, for anybody out there thinking, oh, I bet you they don't have something I'm into, you're wrong. Just literally Google it. There's Mystery Science Theater 3000 masks, which I'm a huge fan of that show, and I definitely want some of those. One that you found for me was John McClane in the vent.
Yeah, so it looks like he's coming out of your face.
Which is awesome.
From Die Hard.
And then, of course, you have your comic book ones and pretty much every movie you can think of. Like, if you want a Ghostbusters one, that's out there.
But you can order your own, too.
You can make your own. The guy, you were at Staples, and the guy said he could do that, right? And I don't know if the Staples in your neck of the woods can do that, but it's worth checking out.
Yeah.
If there's something, even just that means something to you. You want to get your own dog.
Yeah.
On your mask.
Or all your grandchildren. Like those tacky rings that they sell at jewelry stores that have all the birthstones of your grandchildren.
I did not know those existed.
What?
No.
Come on.
Honestly, I didn't know they existed.
Well, I think that's probably why your mom doesn't talk to you as much as she should. She was just hoping that you're going to get her one of those rings. Every woman over the age of 58 wants
58? That's a very specific age.
Well, 10 years ago, I would have said 52.
Okay.
But, women, 52 is the new 38.
Or is it more just as you inch closer to
Yes.
that age, you're like, I need to push it off?
I know. I'm not going to have grandchildren, but I mean, there's always that like fear of I'm going to start finding those things attractive.
Right.
Like I'm going to start going in and not opting for the trendy stuff. I'm going to be like, wow, that woven waffle sweater looks really cozy. Or, gee, that muumuu looks like it could hide a lot of the donuts that I eat. Quarantine donuts.
And you know what? I can understand that because I actually had the moment in my car today that I never understood could even cross somebody's mind. Was that it seemed like when people hit a certain age, I don't know what the age is, 50s, we'll say, at least, at the latest.
38.
They just decide, I need no more new music.
Oh my gosh, I was just talking about this to
Like,
somebody.
it's like they wake up one morning and they go, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm good. All the music that has been created up till this point that I've listened to is
Yeah.
now the only music I'm going to listen to for the remainder of my days.
Or, I mean, it really could happen to anyone from the age of 25 to 100 when you watch MTV Music Awards or any kind of music awards in general, and you don't know 99% of the people there. You're like, wow, where's Justin Timberlake? Oh, he doesn't come to these things anymore.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber doesn't even go to those things anymore.
Well, I was flipping around my satellite radio, and one of the stations I have programmed in is like the new rock station. And I turned it on, and it was a new band that I'd never heard of before or had seen their name. And a thought went across my head. I was like, I don't need a new band. I don't need a new band.
It's too stressful.
And then I stopped myself. I was like, no, you do need a new band. Mm-hmm. So then I listened to some of them. Mm-hmm. Some of them were okay. Some of them I was like, I was right. I don't need a new band.
Yeah.
But it's a very weird, because even bands that you like, when you hit that point, you don't want their new stuff.
I Love Keen.
Yeah.
But they came out with a new album recently. I don't even know. And I was like, I don't even know where to find it. I know I could like download it legitimately. I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work.
But like the only thing I've noticed that I'll say is like bands that I like and that I love, if they do release a new album, it used to be like that was my day, was getting that album and listening to it. And now I'm like, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I need to do it today.
Yeah.
So I want that to be as old as I get with music, where I'm like, I'm still going to get the new stuff. I just don't need to get it like at 8 a.m. that first day that it's out.
Well, I blame my situation on once my iPod died. That's when I stopped the maintenance of getting new music or stealing music from someone else's iTunes, let's say, because you had iTunes and you would, dump stuff into mine, and not you literally because I didn't know you then, but people you'd share. And then my iPod died, and then I guess music died with it. I just stopped. I stopped caring. I stopped listening to music on speakers, and there was nothing to put music on because I didn't have enough data on my phone or room on my phone. And then you're wearing high pants and big belts,
Velcro sneakers,
muumuus, and New Balance.
I mean, so I don't know what that age is. I mean, maybe you have a suggestion on what that age is when you kind of decide I'm all full up for music. Like if you have a hotel in your brain for music, you're like, no more vacancy, done, shutting down the shop. I'm trying to keep it open, but like I kind of had to kick in the door today to keep it open, so I'm a little worried, but. It was just a weird moment because it was a conscious thought of like, I don't need a new band.
How about we go to the jewelry store tomorrow? And I'll show you those birthstone, family rings. Okay. And we'll get one for you and the dog and the cat. No, I'll wear it, but it'll have like your birthstone in it.
Okay.
It's happening.
It's all happening. That's actually a really good transition, though, because we probably should go to the jewelry store. Our anniversary is next week.
I don't need jewelry. I need like new house underwear. It's the underwear that you wear around the house. That's what I need. That would be a
Like
great
the underwear that's like a size to 2 sizes too big, so that because it's like comfy.
Yeah, it's comfy, and then it makes you feel like I'm losing weight. And pass the donuts.
I have those underwears. So boxer brief guy over
All the
here.
elastic stretched out and has gone missing somehow. Like, how'd that happen?
I've realized I think I have underwear that's like probably dates back to the Clinton administration potentially, but.
Oh, I would say the underwear that I'm currently wearing is very see-through and not in a sexy way. In a like
No, not in a sexy way.
Moths got to it way. Thanks. And I'm pretty sure I had these for 10 years.
I would describe that underwear as utilitarian.
Yeah.
Like,
but at one point I was
got a
like,
job
this
to do.
is sexy.
It'll do it.
It's nude colored. I'm going to wear it with white pants. And now it's like brown.
It's like the same color pants you wear when you work at a fast food restaurant. Like,
yeah, Old Navy khakis.
but I'm not going to be here for our anniversary, so I feel like I really got to like knock it out of the park.
I can give you some ideas.
Yeah?
I've got a Visa bill that's like out of this world.
That's not a gift.
It's a gift to me.
I mean, listen.
Really help me out.
If that's what you want.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh. Even like $500 cash.
What?
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
No, it's not. It's a gift that disappears in a matter of a second. And then you're like, what'd you get me again?
That's why you shouldn't bother.
I got to find you something. But I'm on a time crunch because I leave again.
Birthstone jewelry.
The birthstone ring.
It's age appropriate.
It's the only thing you've said you've wanted, so don't be surprised Saturday night at our romantic anniversary dinner. No.
COVID anniversary.
Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is our 3rd anniversary.
I don't even remember.
Why I like putting that on record is so that I can't get in trouble for it later. That's why I like.
Do they make those rings? Is that a jewelry where you can have like a big necklace and the big necklace is like a calendar and you get a gem for every year?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then the guy
like,
can just look quickly and be like,
huge.
"Oh, honey, happy 4th anniversary."
Yeah, and even I can like reference it and go, shoot.
Because I don't think I can Google anniversary gift for year. Oh, I don't know.
Is that paper?
I did look up. We're leather. I think the 3rd is leather.
Oh, really? God.
You're getting a gimp mask with a zipper over the mouth.
Oh, wow.
Leather.
Your dream come true.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, though.
I'm looking forward to it, though.
I am. I like taking you out for nice dinners, and I like getting you gifts. My pocketbook sometimes argues with me, but
if
I
this
like
heat
doing
wave
it.
continues, I don't know if I want to go in public. It's the first place that I sweat is above my lip, my upper lip, my mustache. It's very embarrassing because it's a constant wipe.
Restaurants have air conditioning.
I hope so, but it's the process of getting ready and then going to the restaurant. I'm going to be sweating. Where's the first place you sweat?
Oh, in the taint.
Oh.
100%.
Really?
Yeah, right behind the balls.
Not the balls?
Not the balls
Not
first.
ass cheeks?
Not ass
betweeners?
cheeks first. Nope. Right in the taint.
Taint.
Right down in the old man swamp.
Yeah.
It's exactly where things start to grow first. It's brutal.
Fungus.
I mean,
Mine's on my upper lip.
when I played ball and there were double headers and there was a cup in there holding the moisture in,
Ew! Mushrooms.
it's entirely possible that I had fungi down there.
Were hippies ever foraging for mushrooms down there?
Not that I
for their salads.
Not that, not that I remember. I never had any Jerry Garcia looking guys sniffing around my ball sack, but yeah, no, it's a whole mess down there. Trust me. I'm gonna get into the geek news.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into the geek news. Hang out.
Okay.
All right, and feel free to
So
comment.
uncomfortable sitting here. It's so hot.
Well, you can. Do you want to go?
No, I'll stay here.
Okay. On to the geek news of the week. Didn't really have an off story this week. I didn't see one that caught my eye. So outside of political, I just don't want to get political.
The last 14 minutes was an off story.
We will start with Watchmen, the TV series on HBO, which I know I'm a little behind on this one, but I'm starting to watch it, and I think I'm almost done it. But it's phenomenal on so many levels. If you've read the comic book Watchmen, the graphic novel, if you saw Zack Snyder's film adaptation, either or, you kind of have to see that first to understand this world because it picks up afterwards. They do fill in enough that you could probably piece the story together, but it's amazing. And it has 26 Emmy nominations.
That's a lot.
That's a crap ton. Mm-hmm. Lead actor in a limited series for Jeremy Irons. He's nominated there. Jean Smart, was she like Designing Women or something like that? Anyway, she's nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a limited series.
Is she 80?
I don't know how old she is.
Designing Women was very early 80s, wasn't it?
I can't remember. But anyway, she's very good in it. And obviously, Outstanding Limited Series, it's nominated for that. And if it doesn't go 26 for 26, there's something wrong with the world. Because it's great. Of course, DC Fandom is coming up August 22nd. Lots of news on what we're going to get as far as movie news and TV news and all kinds of stuff. We might be getting some video game news as well. They're hinting that Injustice 3 could be announced very, very soon. You've watched me play Injustice on the TV.
Watched or was in the same room while playing?
I thought you were diligently watching and hooked into it.
No.
Oh.
I was probably on Tinder. Looking for my next.
Looking for a guy that doesn't play Injustice. The Injustice games are fun, of course, made by the same people that make the Mortal Kombat games. A very cool world. I hope Injustice 3 is going to be announced at DC Fandom again. That's August 22nd. It's a streaming event. We did just have a con on the weekend, though, that was fan-made, Justice Con, which was put together by a bunch of people from the Release the Snyder Cut movement, which I'm proud to be part of. Mm-hmm. And Zack Snyder was on and showed us a clip from his cut of Justice League. It wasn't finished, the clip that he showed us. But there was always this thing in the trailers for Justice League where it was a shot of like bourbon in a glass and it rippled.
Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah, whatever. And Alfred looked up and we're like, oh, I hope you're not too late. And people were like, was it a Green Lantern? Because there was a green glow in the background. Was it Superman? Who was it? And it was Superman. We saw that clip.
Okay.
It was Superman landing. But the thing that made it really cool was he was wearing his black suit, which he wears in the comics, obviously, after he comes back from being dead, which is what happens in Justice League. So it was great to see the black suit in action. It was just very, very cool. And just a little teaser. We're going to get a full trailer at the DC Fandom. Another thing to look forward to towards the end of August. Speaking of Emmy nominations, though, Watchmen, not the only kind of sci-fi nerdy thing to get some love. The Mandalorian got 15 Emmy nominations.
Nice.
Which is awesome. Like, I love that some of this stuff is getting appreciated in this way. It's not just like a token. Like, normally, the stuff that we love like this gets, here's your little nomination for costumes.
Yeah.
Here's your little effects nominations. Yeah, that type of stuff. But, like, The Mandalorian is nominated for Best Drama. Like, just flat out Best Drama. Which, I mean, I don't know what it's running up against, but nothing... like Watchmen's in the limited series, so they could both win basically. But I can't think of another drama show that grabbed my interest like The Mandalorian did.
No.
So, there's a lot of Star Wars news this week. One of them being Disney has delayed some Star Wars movies. If you knew, there was another 3 Star Wars movies planned to come out. First one was supposed to be December 16th, 2022. That has been pushed back to December 22nd, 2023. And then basically every 2 years after that in December, we get a Star Wars movie.
Wow.
So not sure what these films are going to be, if they're going to be a new trilogy. Maybe they're just new Star Wars movies that are going to be every 2 years apart, but that's the plan for now. And of course, these have all been pushed back because of the pandemic and tons of movies being pushed and shuffled and all that kind of stuff. So be curious to see even what these movies are, because we have no bloody idea.
Yeah.
But it's obviously Disney not giving up on the Star Wars franchise, as some people online have asked them to do, which I think is total bullshit.
I can see where they're coming from, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Like you dug Rise of Skywalker, though.
Oh yeah, I mean they're doing a good job of it, but I can see how a cynic could say it's all for money, right? It's
right, yeah,
profiting on something that was precious. Is precious to a lot of people.
I just think, some people are not going to like my take on this when it comes to people that have ripped the sequel trilogy, whether it's Force Awakens, Last Jedi, which I'm not a fan of. The Last Jedi, it's my least favorite Star Wars film, and Rise of Skywalker. And I think the reason why The Last Jedi is my least favorite Star Wars film is similar to why some people hate Rise of Skywalker, because it's not what they wanted, right? Like, I think Star Wars especially is one of those things that people feel really like connected to, right? And it's personal. So when something is on the screen that you don't agree with, it's instantly shit. And that's not necessarily the case. Just because you didn't totally love it doesn't mean it's shit. So
it's hard to convince people of that.
It is
to not have that opinion nowadays. But if you think about like what it must have been like in the 70s and early 80s when those movies first came out, there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's now very mainstream. So those people just really want to keep that awe when they go see them. And it might just be kind of like old hat now, because you can see movies like that anytime throughout the year.
And the thing is when I say that, just because it wasn't what you would have done or what you wanted out of the story, it's not shit. I'm not saying you're not entitled to think it's shit, but when somebody else says they like it, they're not wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's an opinion. It's not fact. So,
well, now you're just trying to solve world peace.
I'm trying. One geek argument at a time. And sticking with Star Wars and Disney, there's rumors coming that there's going to be some celebrations coming to Galaxy's Edge in at least Disneyland, but I would imagine if they're going to do it in one, they're going to do it in another. If you go to Disney now, like during Christmas, well, not this year, but on a normal year, they would have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party around Halloween. They have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. They have special events. And Galaxy's Edge has been left out of these so far. Like, if you went at Christmas time, there wasn't anything festive happening in Galaxy's Edge.
There was no Jesus in space.
There is no, not to my knowledge. I'm sure he would have been a Jedi, but, not to my knowledge. But there is a Star Wars holiday. The ill-fated holiday special of 1978 introduced Life Day, and a book has been released that is called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Traveler's Guide to Batuu, which is the planet you visit when you go to Galaxy's Edge. They are saying that Life Day will be celebrated at the time the rest of the park celebrates its holidays overall, right in November. And then there's also the Batuuan Harvest Festival, which would be celebrated in Galaxy's Edge alongside Halloween events.
Oh.
And then Black Spire Day, which would be celebrated on May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day. So it makes sense to do something on that day. All three of these holidays are referenced in this book. So there's no timeline that's been revealed alongside these possibly coming to the parks. Like, this is kind of rumor of going, this is a book that they released that says they celebrate these days. So,
Disney wrote this book?
It's
not from the early days of Star Wars or anything?
Nope. No,
okay.
This is all new and kind of approved, I guess, is the best way to put it. So it makes sense that they would do this, because why the hell not? It's,
it's a way for them to take toy of C-3PO and put a Santa hat on it and be like,
think they've
here you
already done
go. It's, what is it called?
Life Day?
It's Life Day.
Life Day
Santa.
3PO? I just
$18, please.
I just like it because if you go to the parks now on it around any of these special times and you go into Galaxy's Edge, yes, you feel like you've been transported to a galaxy far, far away, but you also feel like all the festive fun that you were partaking in previous to going to Batuu has been left behind.
But isn't that the whole point, is to feel like you're in space where, you know, there is no religion and everyone knows how to speak everyone's language?
Well, yeah, but there is no, like, Life Day is not a religious thing.
Okay.
It's a celebration of life.
Oh,
all life.
okay.
All life.
Uh-huh.
The holiday special was Chewie trying to go home to celebrate Life Day with his family.
Okay.
His wife.
Chewie has a wife? Chewie was chewing
Chewie...
on his wife?
on some Wookie Nookie. Yes. So, you know, I'm down for this.
Are you blushing?
I am.
Because you're imagining Chewie having sex.
I'm just imagining trying to part the hairs. It's a lot of that. Like,
You
you'd have
know
to
what
use
to find.
hair clips to pull it back. You know, it's like, you think it's hard to find the man in the boat now.
So gross. Man in the boat. I mean, I know what you're talking. I can visualize it.
Here's the thing. For me, this just creates 3 more reasons to go to Disney and go to Galaxy's Edge.
I love Disney, but it is a bit of a money creator. You know, I think they're trying to make it like inclusive to everything, like you're saying, everything else that's going on in the park. They don't have to. But of course they want to, because they want to have new merchandise to sell and have, like you said, people come into the park spending money to get in and spending more money while they're there. I get it. I'm not saying not to do that. It's just, again, when those people say that movie didn't end the way I wanted it to, you're taking that personal part of someone's love for something and stretching it out like, 3 more movies until the end of time, and then, you know, all this merchandise, and it for a lot of people, it takes the magic away.
You know what? I don't argue that point. I can 100% see that point.
Yeah.
And I see that point, and I don't disagree with it. But then I just say, take my money.
And you imagine Chewbacca having intercourse.
And I think of like, like, I can't do a good Chewie, but I gotta figure his...
The man on the boat agrees.
Yeah.
Get it.
That will wrap it up for this week. Thanks again for tuning in and sharing the word. ScottyMarsMedia.com is the easiest place to go. Of course, you can always check us out on Facebook and Instagram at The Scotty Mars Show, and on Twitter at Scotty Mars. And don't forget to subscribe and keep sharing us and all that kind of good stuff. And that'll do it. Just keep picturing Wookiees having sex. Until we chat again, have a great week.